Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India, India's voice to the world. This is Sports Pass with me, Deepika, and coming up in the next half an hour. In a rematch of 2023 semi-final, England women's cricket team all set to take on South Africa at Women's T20 World Cup. Both come in the game with convincing victories at the tournament. India registered comfortable 7-wicket victory in Bangladesh leading T20I series. India to play second T20I on 9th of October in New Delhi. In English Premier League, Brighton come back to beat Spurs, draws at Villa and Chelsea. United struggle continues. Talking about Women's T20 Cricket World Cup first. England will take on South Africa in a crucial Group B match of Women's T20 World Cup. Both the teams have played one match each so far in the tournament and have emerged victorious. While England beat Bangladesh by 21 runs, defending a total of 118, South Africa secured a dominating victory over the West Indies. The match is expected to be a challenge between spinners as the surface have been slow in the World Cup so far. Talking about another superb match, India defeated Pakistan by 6 wickets in Women's T20 Cricket World Cup match at Dubai International Stadium. Chasing 106 runs, India reached 108 for 4 in 18.5 overs, with Shafali Verma smacking 32 runs off 35 balls, including 3 fours. The result also saw India bag their first victory of the campaign, having lost to New Zealand in their opener.
India defeated Pakistan by 6 wickets in their second match of the ICC Women's T20 World Cup on Sunday. After losing to New Zealand in their opening match of the global tournament, the women in blue played a near-perfect game. Chasing a target of 106 runs, the Indian batters struggled in the beginning but soon got the rhythm back and started scoring the runs. Shafali Verma remained the top scorer for India. She scored 32 runs before being removed by Umaima Sohail. Skipper Harmanpreet Kaur and Jamima Rodriguez were other notable contributors for India. For Pakistan, Fatima Sana picked up 2 wickets, while Sadia Iqbal and Umaima Sohail clinched 1 wicket each. Earlier, Pakistan scored 105 runs for the loss of 8 wickets in 20 overs, with Nida Dar, Muneba Ali and Fatima Sana contributed some runs. For India, Arundhati Reddy took 3 wickets, Shriyanka Patel picked 2 wickets, and Renuka Singh and Dipti Sharma and Asha Shobna clinched 1 wicket each. Arundhati Reddy was announced player of the match for picking 3 wickets. Sports Desk, DD India.
Former champion West Indies defeated Scotland by 6 wickets at the Women's T20 Cricket World Cup on Sunday. The 2016 winner, which had suffered a 10-wicket thrashing by the South Africans at the same Dubai venue on Friday, were rarely threatened by a Scotland side, making its tournament debut this year. The Scots struggled to 99 for a loss of 8 wickets in their 20 overs before the West Indies chased down the target with 50 balls to spare, securing victory and an impressive boost to its net run rate. Keanu Joseph top scored with 31 from 18 balls, hitting 3 fours and a 6. Meanwhile, Deanva Doughton cracked 2 sixes in an undefeated 28 from 15 balls, while sharing an unbroken 5th wicket stand of 42 with player of the match being declared as Chinel Henry. Now talking about India's men's cricket team, India registered a comfortable 7-wicket victory over Bangladesh to take 1-0 lead in the first T20I of the 3-match series in Gwalior on Sunday. India first bowled out Bangladesh for 127 and then chased down the target of 128 with 49 balls to spare. Asked to bat first, Bangladesh were in early trouble at 14 for 2 with left-arm seamer Arshdeep Singh removing openers Leighton Das and Parvez Hussain. It was also a memorable night for Varun Chakravarti, who made his comeback to the national side after 3 years, taking 3 wickets in the match. India were in total control of the game with Mayank Yadav and Washington Sundar picking up wickets in the middle over. With the bat, Hardik Pandya blazed away to an unbeaten 16-ball 39, while Sanju Samson and skipper Suryakumar Yadav both got out after scoring 29. So confident Team India is all set to take on Bangladesh in second T20I in New Delhi this time. Having already won the first T20 by 7 wickets, the all-rounder performance by Team India is sending shock waves to Bangladesh. Here's more. Men in blue are all set to face Bangladesh in second T20 International, scheduled to take place on the 9th of October in New Delhi. Having comfortably defeated Bangladesh in the first T20I of their 3-match series by 7 wickets, Bangladesh seems helpless in front of Team India's all-rounder performance. If we talk about Team India's performance in first T20I, Hardik Pandya put on a show to blast India to victory in the 12th over of their innings after Bangladesh were blown away for 127 runs. Hardik Pandya hit back-to-back fours and a six to hit the winning runs. Arshdeep Singh and Varun Chakravarti took 3 wickets each, while debutant Mayank Yadav returned figures of 1 for 21. In the head-to-head, India has an upper hand, having won all 5 matches out of 5 encounters that took place between India and Bangladesh from the year 2019 to 2014. The second match is on the 9th of October in New Delhi, with the final game scheduled to take place on the 12th of October in Hyderabad. Sports Desk, DD India. Sri Lanka Cricket Board on Monday has appointed Sanath Jayasuriya as the permanent head coach of the men's team after their recent run of good form. Earlier, Jayasuriya was appointed as the interim coach after the T20 Cricket World Cup and will hold the post until 31st of March 2026. Sri Lanka Cricket in a statement said the executive committee made the call taking into consideration the team's recent good performances against India, England and New Zealand, where the former captain was assuming the role of the head coach. The Cricket Board added that the appointment had already come into effect on 1st of October this year. Now, South Africa captain Temba Bavuma will miss the third and final one-day international against Ireland in Abu Dhabi on Monday due to an injury. Bavuma is also in doubt to lead the test team of a 2-match tour of Bangladesh that starts on the 21st of October. Bavuma sustained an injury in his arm while batting in the second ODI on Friday. The same injury had kept him sidelined for a period 2 years ago. Opener Reza Hendricks will take his place in the team with South Africa holding an unassailable 2-0 lead. St. Lucia Kings claimed its first ever Caribbean Premier League title on Monday with a 6-wicket victory over Guyana Amazon Warriors. After winning the toss, Kings elected to bowl and quickly took control by dismissing Warriors in the top order. Noor Ahmed was once again the star of the proceedings, registering 3 wickets for 19 runs in his 4 overs. Warriors managed to post only 138 runs for 8 wickets. In the run chase, skipper Faf du Plessis and in-form batter Johnson Charles, who collectively scored more than 850 runs in the tournament, could not replicate their past heroics and get out early. Kings were 51 for 4 at one point and looked in trouble before Chase with 39 runs of 22 deliveries and Jones with 48 runs from 31 balls started their brilliant counter-attacking innings and won the trophy for St. Lucia with 11 balls to spare. Moving on, ace Indian QS Pankaj Adani clinched the Kuwait Singapore Open title with a 5-1 victory over local player Jaden Ong in Singapore. The first 2 frames were won by Adani to take a 2-0 advantage. In the third, Ong needed to turn up the attack to offer himself a chance to survive in the final stage of the prestigious event. And a resurgent Ong pulled a frame back to be in contention. However, in the fourth, Adani displayed brilliant snooker on the final round that allowed him back in the frame. In the final frame, Adani scored a 74 for 6 to lift the title. Moving on to table tennis now. A 10-member Indian team including Manika Batra, Sharath Kamal, Satya Ganeskaran and Srija Akula will be in action at the Asian Table Tennis Championship. The competition is set to be held in Kazakhstan's capital Astana from 7th till the 13th of October. The 27th edition of the championship, which is also a qualifying event for the upcoming World Table Tennis Championship and the Asian Games, will see over 200 top players from 26 countries in action. The Asian Table Tennis Championship offers medals in 7 different events. Indian players will compete in all 7 events. On to tennis now. World number 6 Kokov registered a dominating victory in China Open final, creating many records and signaling a stronger comeback in upcoming tournaments. Our next report takes you through the glorious records etched by Kokov with her latest victory. Take a look.
Kokov dominated Karolina Muchova to win the China Open in Beijing on Sunday. After a disappointing few months by her standards, including surrendering her New York crown in the last 16, Goff added the China Open to her triumph in Auckland in the month of January. Goff, under a new coaching team in the Chinese capital after splitting with Brad Gilbert last month, wiped away tears at the end, as she now becomes the first player to win each of their first 7 WTA hardcourt finals in the Open era. Not only this, Goff fired off 24 winners in a strong performance to claim her second WTA 1000 title after her 2023 victory in Cincinnati, where she beat Muchova in the finals. Goff improved her head-to-head record against Muchova to 3-0, and now world number 6 Goff becomes the youngest China Open champion in 14 years. 20 years old Goff is the second American champion in Beijing, following Serena Williams' title runs in 2004 and 2013. Kokov began the 2024 season with a successful title defense at the ASPC Classic in Auckland. With a message to the fans signaling her next big tournament to come in the next year, Goff signed off with tears of happiness in her eyes, along with regained confidence. Sports Desk, DD India.
World number 2 Carlos Alcaraz moved into the fourth round of the Shanghai Masters with a hard-fought 7-6, 6-3 victory over China's Wu Yibing. Alcaraz showed off some of his best tennis during the match against the competitive Chinese wildcard, hitting 23 winners en route to his 11th consecutive victory. In another result, American Tommy Paul produced a stunning comeback to beat Chile's Alejandro Tabilo by 6-7, 7-6 and 6-2. Paul saved 5 match points to ultimately prevail in a contest that saw him recover from being a set and a double breakdown. World number 1 Jannik Sinner overcame a spirited challenge from Thomas Martin to reach the fourth round of the Shanghai Masters. Sinner came from behind to beat the Argentine by 6-7, 6-4, 6-2 in 2 hours and 39 minutes. The two-time Grand Slam champion will play the current semi-finalists, players who are vouching for the quarter-final spot. Earlier, 5th seed Daniel Medvedev was made to work as he recovered to beat Matteo Arnaldi. Staying on tennis, world number 7 Taylor Fritz finally made it into the third round of the Shanghai Masters on Monday, 2 days after his match against Terence Atmain had been suspended due to rain. Resuming at 4-3 in the first set, Fritz defeated 161st ranked Adani by 7-6, 7-6. Fritz will next face Japanese qualifier Yosuke Watanuki. Rain at the weekend led to 9 second-round matches being delayed or rescheduled. On to athletics. India's Sumit Antil, who clinched the gold medal at the men's javelin throw F64 at the recently concluded Paris Paralympics, continues to inspire as a leading figure in para-athletics. In an exclusive interview with DD India correspondent Narayan Singh, Sumit Antil credited Prime Minister Narendra Modi's support for bringing recognition and fame to para-sports in India.
Now there is a steady progress in Indian para-sports, and there are many athletes in the Indian sports arena who are dominating the world powers. And right now I am joined by Sumit Antil, who is a symbol of inspiration for the world of para-athletics. Sumit, a very warm welcome. If you talk about your performance in the recent past, you have won medal at each and every podium, whether it is Paralympics, Para-Asian Games, World Championship. So what's the key reason behind your consistent performance at such a level?
First of all, thank you so much. In the recent years I have won gold medal at most of the stages that I have played, and the main thing behind my performance, I think, is it's my team. The way that my team has supported me from past years, and they have created a positive surroundings for me in my stadium, and the government support also, the way the government is supporting all the para athletes, especially athletes. We are really thankful to the government that they are supporting us like a sporting heroes, and I think they are the main reasons behind our performance.
Do you think that there is a change in the attitude of the Indian athletes? It doesn't matter who is in front of them, against which country they are playing. In the past, there's a perception that they are Europeans, they are very strong, stronger than us. But right now, the attitude has been changed. No, it doesn't matter for you people who is our opponent.
Yeah, in the recent years, like Neeraj Chopra bhai won the gold medal in the first time in the athletics history. A change has been seen in the attitude of the players, because in past years, athletes went to Olympics as they thought that become an Olympian is a big achievement. But now we generally ask athletes, what are your goals? Then they said that to win the gold medal is not participation is our aim, but to win the gold and bring the rollers for the country is their main aim.
The involvement of PM Modi also just we can say that bringing motivation and bringing recognition for the para athletes.
Yeah, for sure. The way PM Modi has supported us in the recent years, I think from that the juniors athletes who are targeting for the future Paralympics got motivation, like they want to meet, everyone wants to meet the Prime Minister of the country. So the thinking of the athletes is like, if we won the medal at the biggest stage of like Paralympics and Asian Games, we will get to meet the Prime Minister of the country. I think that plays an important role as the motivation of the athletes, and yeah, we are very thankful to have such a phenomenal Prime Minister, and the way he has supported especially para-athletes.
But talking about the change in the system, the way in the past when we talked to many athlete coaches, they said that the facilities was not up to the mark, but now it has been smooth, and we can say very swift. In a few days the athlete gets their fulfill their demands. So do you think that this change is also helping the athlete, especially with the advent of the schemes like TOPS and other schemes for the grassroots level athletes like Hello India to also playing a key role?
Yeah, the process has been very fast nowadays, and like I have been supported by Top Scheme from 2019, and I have been part of Go Sports Foundation, and facilities plays a major role in any journey of an athlete, and the sooner the facilities he will get, the sooner he will perform for the country.
So it's a message to the athletes who are trying to take up the sports and they were just went through some mishappening. So what the motivation words you will deliver for them?
For all the emerging para athletes who are trying to show their performance on the biggest stage like Paralympics and Asian Para Games, I'll say that big things take time, and don't lose patience, and try hard, play safe, play true. If you are working for anything from really your heart, then you will achieve it soon.
Definitely, as Sumit said that nothing is impossible if you have determination, dedication and self-discipline, and these are the key factors that help any athlete to achieve success in his career. With camera person Sunny Kalra, Narayan Singh, DD India, Delhi.
Moving on now, let's get you updates from the world of soccer. The Brazilian FA said on Sunday that its forward Vinicius Jr. will miss their World Cup qualifiers against Chile and Peru due to injury, making him the fourth player to be replaced in the squad. Vinicius suffered a neck injury during Real Madrid's 2-0 home victory against Villarreal on Saturday, with Fulham midfielder Andreas Pereira called him to replace him. Vinicius' injury adds to the woes of coach Dorival Jr. as Brazil faces Chile in Santiago on Thursday before hosting Peru in Brasilia 5 days later. Brazil is currently 5th in CONMEBOL's World Cup qualifying standings with 10 points after 8 matches. The top 6 of the 10 teams qualify directly for the World Cup. Real Madrid right back Dani Carvajal will undergo surgery after rupturing 2 ligaments and a tendon in his right leg. The Spaniard was taken off on a stretcher during Saturday's 2-0 home victory over Villarreal. Carvajal twisted his right knee during a duel with Villarreal midfielder Yeremy Pino in stoppage time. In a statement on Sunday, Real said Carvajal had been diagnosed with a ruptured anterior cruciate ligament, a ruptured external collateral ligament and a ruptured popliteal tendon in his right leg. The club later announced that they had extended Carvajal's contract until June 2026. It was an exciting weekend for football fans across the globe as their favourite stars were in action in different leagues. In Spanish La Liga, Barcelona moved top of the table with victory over Deportivo Alaves, whereas AC Milan suffered a defeat at the hands of Fiorentina. More on the soccer wrap ahead. Take a look.
In Spanish La Liga, Robert Lewandowski's first half hat-trick guided leaders Barcelona to a 3-0 win away at Deportivo Alaves on Sunday, as the Polish striker extended his lead at the top of the league's scoring charts. Lewandowski's treble made him the first player to net 10 goals in La Liga this season and the second in Europe's top leagues after Manchester City's Erling Haaland. The victory moved Barcelona to top of the table with 24 points, 3 points clear of rivals Real Madrid, while Alaves are 12 with 10 points. In another La Liga match, Atletico Madrid played out a second consecutive 1-1 draw against Real Sociedad after being denied 3 points by Luka Sučić late leveler. Atletico's Alvarez found the net with just 51 seconds gone before Sučić equalized with a stunning first-time shot from a distance that sailed inside the top corner in the 84th minute. Atletico, who had demolished 4-0 by Benfica in the Champions League on Wednesday, moved one place up to third on 17 points, level with fourth-placed Villarreal. In Ligue 1, Paris Saint-Germain missed the chance to retake top spot from Monaco after they were held to a 1-1 draw away at Nice. Beaten by Arsenal in the Champions League last midweek, PSG have won just one of their last 4 games in all competitions and go into the October international break in second place in Ligue 1, 2 points behind leaders Monaco. In English Premier League, Noni Madueke's equaliser earned Chelsea a point as they came from behind in a 1-1 draw with 10-man Nottingham Forest at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea hold on to 4th place with 14 points going into the international break, while Forest are 4 points further back in 10th. At Villa Park, Manchester United played out a goalless draw against Aston Villa as Erik ten Hag's men had to be content with a single point. United remain in the bottom half of the table with the draw as Erik ten Hag's side continue their hunt for another win in the league. In Serie A, AC Milan suffered a 2-1 defeat at Fiorentina after goals from Yacine Adli and Albert Gudmundsson sealed the points in a clash with 3 missed penalties as David De Gea twice saved spot kicks to help the host. Milan are 5 points behind Napoli in 6th place with 11 points before heading into the international break, while Fiorentina is 11th on 10 points after 2 wins and a draw in its last 3 league games. Sports Desk, DD India.
French captain Kylian Mbappe faced criticism in his home country for skipping Les Blues' Nation League's game against Israel and Belgium while being available to play for Real Madrid. Mbappe picked up a muscle injury last month but made his return to the pitch in the Champions League last Wednesday. France coach Didier Deschamps left Mbappe out of the squad, he announced on Thursday, citing that the 25-year-old lacked preparation, having played too few matches. The forward started Real's La Liga game against Villarreal on Saturday. Francisco Bagnaia claimed the Japan Moto Grand Prix title ahead of champions frontrunner Jorge Martin on Sunday. Italy's Bagnaia cut the Spaniard's lead in the overall standings to 10 points with 4 races remaining. Defending world champion Bagnaia overtook pole sitter Pedro Acosta on the first lap at Motegi and stayed in front to finish 1.189 seconds ahead of Martin and Marc Marquez third. In shooting, the Indian shooting squad bagged 5 more medals, including 1 gold on the final day of Junior World Shooting Championship in Peru. The gold for India came in the men's 50-meter pistol team competition where Deepak Dalal, Kamaljeet and Raj Chandra combined to overcome Azerbaijan by 1 point. Armenia were third, Mukesh Nilavali also won an individual bronze in the event. In women's 50-meter pistol event, Parisha Gupta won an individual silver. Sejal Kamble, Ketan and Kanishka Dagar also combined to win India a team silver. In the other event of the final day, Shardul Vihan and Sabira Harris combined to give India a bronze in the mixed team trap competition. India topped the medal tally with 13 gold, 3 silver and 8 bronze medals. Asian Games bronze medalist in 10,000 meter, Kulveer Singh will be among the 8-member elite Indian team which will compete in the Asian cross-country event. The competition will take place in Hong Kong on 20th October. Kulveer, who recently improved his 5,000 meter national record, will have the company of his training partner Kartik Kumar along with Abhishek Pal and Arun Rathore. The team will also compete in South Asian cross-country event in Pakistan on 24th of November. That's all for this edition of DD India Sports Buzz, but do let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from the country and the world on DD India mobile app. The app is available on both Android and iOS platforms. Scan the QR code to download it right now. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I am Deepika, and from all of us here in New Delhi, thank you so much for watching Sports Buzz. Namaskar.